path, I probably wouldn't be here today. And if I was here today, I might have a record, some sort of like thing that goes behind me that allows me to apply for a new job, something that I won't be able to move forward in life that will stop me from being a vice president of a company, something that would stop me from being a president of a company, something that would have stopped me from just being here today to tell you that we all have a manifest destiny. You see, I want to declare today our manifest destiny is fairly simple for us to achieve. Because number one, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, we're no ordinary creatures. See, we weren't created just to be plain. We were created to be entrepreneurs. We were created to be believers. We were created to be the ultimate creator because we were created to be the child, the reflection, the image of God. You know what I mean? Y'all know what it means to be like the image of God? Anybody here knows what it's like to be a child of God? If you know what it's like to be a child of God, let me just say E.Factor. E.Factor. See, I've come here today to declare that we have no ordinary mind. The way that we think is totally different than anyone else's way of thinking. The way that we see the world is different from anyone else's way of seeing the world. The way that we vision is different than the vision of the person that you know of the world. The way that we see is different than anyone else because we are a child of God. And being a child of God, that means we are a brother and sister to Christ Jesus. And Christ Jesus is that word that walk among us, that dwell among us. Thank you, Pastor. And so there's no mystery who we are because at the end of the day, the ultimate plan that we have is to be like Christ. Now, I know it might sound difficult for some people, but I've come to find out that Christ came just to save the world. He came to show them an alternative way of living. He came to show them an alternative way of acting. He came to show them a difference from what the Romans had them doing. You know, if you think about a situation of Christ, and I can go deeper and deeper, but I know in the beginning when he had to deal with his temptations, had to deal with his temptations up at the mountaintop. You see, he realized that at that particular point in time, his life was going to have to be different. He knew he couldn't work in certain corporations just because of the principles of those corporations. He knew he couldn't fellowship with some people just because of the church that they go to. He knew that he could not be in some circles just because of the circles that he's seeing that he's a part of. You see, when it become Christ-like, you understand that you're so different than everybody. But I'm here to tell the young people, your difference is okay. It is okay. Because God had planted in you, young people, a word that he can give anybody else. He planted in you, young people, a dream that I don't even know what it is that he gave to you. And I want you to know tonight that whatever that dream is, whatever that vision is that you have for yourself, God gave it to you. It's time for you to own up to it. For you to receive your manifest destiny. And be careful, because there will be some people that you talk to that might encourage your dream, and they might say, I have your back, I got what you need, whatever you want. But I'm going to tell you, only God truly knows what you need is. Only God can provide it for you. That's the only one. So as I